This is the Greek Word of the Day with James Gregory.
Hello, welcome to the Greek Word of the Day. Today we have a good one for you. Un. Un. It means therefore, then, accordingly. But I would encourage you to pause when you see un and make sure you really grasp its full force and how it's being used. Now, I will say that it can be combined with other particles and whatnot. So, for example, umen, un. Now, whenever you see umen, that's emphatic no. So in this case, umen, un would be like, not at all, by no means. It's expressing a strong negation to a question. And so understand that umen, un is actually a collective, it's a marker introducing a negative statement in contradiction of discourse that precedes. Okay? Now that gives you a little hint as to what un is. It's a particle. It's never found at the beginning of a sentence. It's post-positive. It is, at least for the New Testament, it's an inferential, and as a result, mainly a transitional conjunction. Okay? So what do we mean by that? Well, number one, it's when it's inferential, it's denoting that what it introduces is the result of or an inference from what precedes. You'll translate it as so, therefore, consequently, accordingly, then. Okay? This could be in declarative sentences. Ego un, I therefore, or I consequently. If you want to retain the order, good English, you'd probably reverse that. So consequently, I. Therefore, I. Now, it could be used in commands. It could be used in invitations. And this is with an intensive force. Take care, then. Frontison un inageni. It can happen in questions. Do you want, then? Thelis un? Do you want, then? Okay. It can happen in certain formulas or favored expressions, especially in Paul. Ti un? That's a question. What, then, are we to conclude? It can happen in rhetorical questions. Poso un diaferi anthropos probatu. How much more, then, is a human being worth than a sheep? Okay, so that's the inferential. Second is it could be a marker of continuation of a narrative, translated so, now, or then. So, for example, un serves to resume a subject once more after there's been an interruption. So, as has been said, elegan un tis ekporev menis. Un serves to indicate a transition to something new in some cases. This is especially true in the Gospel of John. And needs no apology for doing so. That's how BDAG puts it. So you would translate it now, then, well. Un serves to indicate a response, where the translation would be in reply, in turn, something like that. Frequently, it's used with other particles in continuation of discourse or narrative. A third gloss is it has been proposed that some traces of older Greek usage in which un is emphatic causes us to translate it certainly, really, to be sure. And this is true in patristic, I think. Or no, in the papyrus. In papyri. You would translate it indeed, of course, something like that. Like in John 20:30 or Acts 26:9. And then a fourth gloss, it has also been proposed that un may be used adversatively. It's slightly adversative. In some New Testament passages, like John 9:18 or Acts 23:21. And in this sense, you'll translate it but, however, something like that. And that is un. So make sure you pause. It's a conjunction, so you want to make sure you're seeing the full force of the connection in the sentence, or in the phrase, in the paragraph, in the letter. Find what it's connecting to, okay? That's really important. But that's today's Greek word of the day. Thanks for watching. Stick around. We'll have another one tomorrow. So subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. In fact, tomorrow we will be live with our next lecture in the Greek lecture series. And we're almost done. It's exciting stuff. So we'll see you then. Bye-bye.